Finishing a game can be a daunting endeavour. It can take many hours to get through just one, especially when you're going for that 100% completion. So it's a good idea to know what you're getting into beforehand. Because let's face it, there are much more games than we'll ever be able to fully experience. An ever-growing backlog of adventures to get through. And for that, I have devised my 6 stages of finishing a game. Here we go! Stage 1. What's there to finish? Some games just aren't meant to be beaten. I'm talking party games, sports games, arcade-like games, and so on. These games can have goals like medals to earn, high scores to beat, online matches to play, or experience to gain. But they don't offer an end boss to defeat, a story to progress, or a quest to complete. They are designed for quick play sessions of fun with friends and family. What a well-designed one can certainly deliver too. I have great memories of racing in Mario Kart or playing Wii Sports with my family. But when we're talking about finishing games, we usually talk about the games with a definitive end goal. Which brings me to Stage 2. Beginning a new adventure, yet not getting around to finishing it. This can be for a variety of reasons. It can just be that a game isn't your thing, and that's fine. Or maybe a challenge or a puzzle is just a little too difficult. In which case, it's often only a temporary break. Coming back later energized to overcome the challenge. But we must be careful. Sometimes we don't finish a game due to forgetfulness. We all know the scenario. You got yourself a brand new game, and you can't wait to get playing. Though this might cause you to put the game you were playing on the back burner, and perhaps lose touch with the story. For this reason I still haven't finished The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I really should though. I try to avoid this by not playing too many games at the same time, and sometimes waiting a little longer to begin a new adventure. However, I do fall in this trap myself from time to time. Luckily, not all games are hard to pick up again. I mean, saving the princess isn't too complex to keep up with. So we can get to Stage 3. Getting through the main quest, finishing that damn story. That moment you can say, roll the credits. This is what I aim for, at least for most games I play. It's often the main focus of a story-driven game. Though this can be a bittersweet moment. It's extremely satisfying to defeat the final boss after hours of hard work to get there. Yet it's the end of an experience you tremendously enjoyed. But maybe that's what makes it even more satisfying. And after all, the story might not be everything there is to do. Many games these days go to Stage 4, the post-credit game. Everything you can do after the story is completed. Bonus levels which test your skill even more than the base game itself, or a vast world to explore. Many open world games don't use the entire map to progress the main storyline. There are micro-stories within the world, often told through world building or side questing. Other games encourage to play the main campaign again, to make different choices, or experiment with the game's mechanics. And well, you'll definitely have to if you want to take it one step further to Stage 5. 100%. Getting everything in a game there is to get. Every level played, achievement obtained, collectible gathered, be it stars, stamps, coins or any other weird and wacky objects. Every item and upgrade achieved, every checkbox checked, character unlocked and side quest completed. And this in all game modes and difficulties. The holy grail of a completionist. Although not all games are designed to be beaten to this extreme of a degree. I usually don't force myself to get to 100% immediately, or even at all. But it does offer me something extra to do whenever I come back to a game after a while. And in-game features like counters or percentage bars helps to keep track of this progress. Of course, these stages aren't set in stone. They are malleable and depending on the game. Older games like the original Super Mario Bros. Often didn't offer a lot to do after finishing the main quest. Besides, playing it again, maybe on a higher difficulty. While a game like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild offers a lot of content that can be completed either before or after getting through the story. And Minecraft technically has an ending, the dimension is even called The End with the Ender Dragon, but you can experience much of the game without ever seeing the credits roll. And even if a game has a set end goal, players will find a way to keep going in Stage 6. Endless fun, games that virtually go on forever. Sometimes the game offers tools for this, like level editors, but most of the endless fun comes from the players themselves. Trying to beat a game as fast as possible, or playing with self-imposed rules, such as beating a Mario game without power-ups. You can even try to speedrun the game with those extra challenges, or replaying games you haven't beaten in a while. and so much more. The possibilities are truly endless. This stage closely leans towards the first stage. When is a game just fun for a quick play session? Or when does it become endlessly fun? And that's amazing! So many ways for people to enjoy video games. And if there's one thing to keep in mind, if you're exploring as many worlds as possible, or becoming an expert in just a few select ones, have a good time. Goodbye!